Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Vince McShan with you here. If you can hear my voice, then you must have figured it out, but I don't know what went on there exactly, but hit the refresh and you should be seeing the stream. It got a little bit of an early jump by hitting the go live before I actually set up the channel to have, like, you know, thumbnails and stuff like that, so I got out of it real quick, fixed everything up, and then went live. So somehow that may have caused a glitch in the system. I'm not entirely sure, but I think as long as you hit the refresh, you should be seeing me. If everybody in the comments will let me know that it's good. I know Jay was able to see it. My phone is working. I can see it on my phone. This one's going to be a little less formal than the normal stuff because I'm really just going to let this thing play out while we all bullshit a little bit about what we think is going to happen tonight. And we're going to let the AI over here determine what they think is going to happen tonight. And then, of course, it wouldn't be me if I didn't do something based on history and things that we know are and are not going to happen tonight. So I've got a little something of my own to throw in there. Blaze Radio is in the house. Dude, I think that's about the best way you could have summed it up, honestly. I see you. I hear you. Doesn't mean I like it. Love you, man. All right. Yeah, I think it's only the people that were like super fast in there, so congrats to you. But the refresh should take care of everybody, and I think everybody coming in now will be fine. All right. It is WrestleMania Day 1, and as we do each year here, we're going to let the AI sim out what they think is going to happen. And yeah, there's that. So let's jump into it, shall we? I'm going to get this thing kicked off here. I put them in the order that I would have booked them in, which I already know is going to be different from some of the crap that they're going to do tonight, but we will see. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WrestleMania.
The following contest is a six-man tag team match. Introducing first, representing the Vision from Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing in at 146 pounds.
So I added him to the Vision. Thought he'd come out as part of the team, but maybe I didn't bring it into the season mode. I may have forgot to bring that into the season mode. I was doing a lot of last-minute rushes to get this thing ready, including an upcoming cutscene. You won't want to miss that because it's what they should be doing. They're not going to do it. I already know that, but this is what they should be doing. It was the fastest cutscene I ever put together. I haven't even had a chance to fully preview it yet. Okay, maybe the Vision don't have a group entrance. I don't even know. I think that's what it maybe comes down to, is that they don't have a group entrance. I mean, considering Axe and Smash get released as DLC download content, but don't have their finishing move in there. I mean, it's in the game. It's just not included with the team. You never know with 2K. You just don't know with 2K. Maverick is predicting a Cody heel turn. I won't be shocked. I will be disappointed. He did mention something in a recent interview, might have been the ESPN one, where you could tell he had had no sleep. And he said, I think we've learned a little something from John Cena. And I hope that's true because it will be history repeating itself. I just don't see him as a heel. There's no reason for him to be a heel. He is that John Cena guy that is just a legit good guy. He's good for the company. He represents well. You know, like he said, he's safe. He is safe. And there's nothing wrong with having that. And honestly, with the amount of just disgusting corporate greed that emanates from 2K and TKO more exactly, you need somebody that isn't disgusting at a high-ranking position in your company. So I think he's the guy that you got to keep in that position. But that's, again, TKO doesn't listen to anything we got to say. And if they do, they'll do the exact opposite. So have at it. So I hope not, but I won't be shocked if it happens. I'm on speed should be his name. By the way, did anyone actually stay awake long enough to watch that Hall of Fame debacle last night? I'm glad I didn't. And I haven't even yet seen the full program listed anywhere yet. I've seen key interview moments, things like that, and James Rivero did his recap, and I'm so glad. Now, granted, in England, the time difference, it wasn't so brutal for him. But apparently they started out with Stephanie knowing that if they put her on at the end, people wouldn't watch. Good main event. Good main event for your Hall of Fame right there. And then out of a 2-hour show, she took up between the intros of the show, her package, which was like 10 minutes long, and then her yapping. She took up almost the first hour, and then 6 other inductees had to break up an hour. AJ Styles ended up with less than 10 minutes. I mean, that's fucking ridiculous. There was not one person, not one, that looks at that lineup and says Stephanie McMahon is the headliner. Not one. There's no question AJ goes in as the headliner. And Sid got like 2 minutes of video package. That's insulting. It's terrible. I always looked forward to the Hall of Fame, and this is the first year where I absolutely didn't want to see it at all. Because I knew it was going to be this bad. I didn't know she would start the night off, though. Got to make sure she has time enough to get her shit in, I guess. Oh, it's not just me with the Vision entrance. I feel better. I tried to get the Vision entrance to work, too. They have a 4-man and a 5-man, but apparently you have to add certain people in. Oh, so because I added iShow Speed, it actually fucked it up. I could have probably just left it alone. And I'm willing to bet, even if I put Paul Heyman back in, it won't work anymore. I probably corrupted the whole thing forever. I mean, I don't know that the time's ever going to be right. I don't see him as a heel. I mean, can he do it? Sure. Then I remind myself, I didn't see Alexa Bliss ever being a heel either when she was in NXT as a little blue cheerleader, and damn if I was wrong. She absolutely killed that. And I know Cody can. I just don't. Why? There's no upside to it. Let's assume he goes heel and he's good at it. Then you have that whole NWO effect where he's just going to be. Now he's going to be a baby face as a heel. I don't see people booing him. They're either going to love him for being bad or they're going to love him for being who he is. I just don't see them booing the guy. Double team coming up here. Now that had to hurt. And what is with that all the time? I'm seeing it in the matches constantly where a tag team partner goes after another tag team partner on the way out of the ring. All the new little things that 2K added this year that never happened before. The last patch note said that they worked on clipping issues. Apparently it had nothing to do with the belts. Latest edition of the One Nation magazine is up, but if you have not watched Saturday morning's show, you might want to wait till you do because it was a last-minute edit, and there will be spoilers. Y'all seem to be enjoying the magazine. I'm having fun making it. It's a time-consuming thing, though. I'm trying to get a template down where I can hopefully bang them out a little quicker. Double super kick. Uh-oh. Things not going too well for Austin. I should have took all the HUDs down. Why didn't I do that? After the match, I'll see if I can edit those back out again. Knee to the midsection. The pivot thing, I almost saw the possibility of McAfee fucking up and costing Randy the match, and then those two going at it, which would set up a backlash match that people would actually want because everybody wants to see him RKO that fucker. So that's kind of the one I'm leaning towards. Oh, was Linda the one who inducted her? I didn't see it. The last Stephanie kid had Hunter's big nose. That's unfortunate. I was watching the wedding clip of Miz and Maurice. And, I mean, look. As you get older, your face will change, and I hope so, because, man, poor little kid's got Miz's face. Got those, like, froggy eyes and those big puppy cheeks and things, and it's like, please let her grow out of it. You got a gorgeous mom. You're supposed to go that direction. In this match in real life, I really couldn't give a shit. The only thing, I want LA Knight to get a win, I guess. It's just like the fact that he's been relegated to this. And rumor is that this is the opening match for night one. So you make him jerk the curtain in a six-man match when clearly the fans wanted a lot more out of him. The only thing I can say is, the last couple of times where he was given a single spotlight, he did kind of fuck up a bit. But I honestly think that was because he had so much pressure on him because people were holding him back. And he had to be perfect, which nobody can. You know, there was only one perfect, and he's gone. But I do feel like his confidence got rattled by the fact that the company wasn't getting behind him like the fans were. I mean, your job is to get over with the fans. He did that. And then not to reward him in any meaningful way, give him a title run, give him a chance to see what could happen. And yeah. At the end of the day, it's still a popularity contest in the back. I don't give a shit what anyone says. Yeah, Romero said he got 8 minutes. I don't know. Either way, it's ridiculous. That should have been the guy that... The Hall of Fame used to be fun because you had all these guys coming up there talking about the old days. They talk about the road trips. They talk about the ribs they'd play on each other and the stories we hadn't heard before. And nowadays, it's been so vanilla down about what you can and can't discuss. And apparently, Rodman or somebody using the word WWL, the Demolition, I think, maybe, used WWF a couple of times and it got bleeped out. But Rodman over there saying shit, and they didn't bleep that out. So, you just don't know. They've taken the fun out of wrestling, is what they've essentially done. By the way, the ISO speed is Woody Whitaker's, and obviously I have no use for him after today. I'll be getting rid of it, but did a good job. Probably better than if he was in the game. Saw somebody on X posted a side-by-side of Kelly from the DLC versus the one that they made. And I got to admit, I was really thinking that the Kelly looked pretty good on DLC until I saw this. I was like, oh, man, it looks like shit compared to this. It's amazing to me that these guys can create better stuff. Like everything I thought that was, I even said at the time when we did the DLC reveal that she kind of had a little bit of a Lacey Von Erich thing going on. And that's because they didn't get her eyes right. You see this guy's side-by-side comparison and you realize, damn, that's the way it should have looked. Yeah, that's the thing. The fans right now are so drawn back and forth. This was a perfect match, and then they said, let's fuck it up. How can we fuck this thing up? That's 20 years in the making. What can we do? Oh, I know. They love it when we bring in celebrities that have nothing to do with shit. Let's get a B-list celebrity whose only claim to fame is that he interviews actual celebrities and throw him in the mix. Damn, Woody made this guy a little bit better. And I dumbed down his stats a bit to make him more realistic for the game. Let's see if that matters. LA Knight, hard weight on the floor. These friggin' celebrities, man, they don't know how to control themselves. Both Usos having to make the save on LA Knight. If he takes the pinfall here, you know the Usos are not going to be happy with him. Speed with the Hurricane Rana. And desperation tag is made. That one connecting. What happened to the wrap-up feature? It's not there. I thought it was just me yesterday, but no, it's gone. Where does it say wrap up? Hold on. Match rules, controller, restart, simulate. What happened to wrap up? The thought of listening to Linda McMahon for a half hour. Oh, boy. The 1D. And another save. Miracle, what's happening, brother? Only in the watch. Oh, God. That sucks. Well, we may have to switch it over to the watch. I don't know if I can do that. If I back out of it and come back in, can I go to watch? I mean, we're stuck with it for this match. Why would they do that? Why can't you just have it in universe mode, period? I don't get it. Oh, never mind. We got away with it. I love ISO Speed taking the hit. That makes me a happy person. Okay. I'm trying to think if I have. You know what? It's Mania. I might just let it run. We got the women's tag match, but it's going to be a tornado, so that ought to go relatively quick, I think. There'll be too many people bothered with each other to come and make the save. Impressive victory for the Usos and a busted up LA Knight.
Here are your winners. The team of Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, and LA Knight.
And I'm hearing that there's something going on in the back. Let's go see what's going on.
Let me lose. You should have been in the chamber. 分かってるやろ。どうやっておれ。
なんや。
But Savannah.
なんやこれ。
なんや。
Last week
なんや。Last week なんやねんこれ。
you said
Yeah, you said, huh?
I did good.
Huh?
I did good.
I did good? どこがじゃボケ。おい、いつの話してんねん。わし舐めてんのかこれボケ。わし負けてんねんぞこれボケ。しまったこれ。
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship.
Well, Nikki Bella has not been medically cleared to compete tonight, which left the tag team spot open. It was given to the Kabuki Warriors, but now we just saw what happened backstage, so all bets are off. Women's Intercontinental Championship match. I feel like AJ's going to retain. So that's my personal prediction on the outcome of this one. I think AJ retains in a match that nobody will be talking about 5 minutes after it's over. I really feel like, and maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like Becky has taken massive steps backwards all around in the last month and a half. Her performing in front of the camera so far as the acting and the delivery and all that kind of stuff has been horrendous. Horrendous. Now, maybe she was instructed and directed to do that. But from the beginning with her and AJ, and she comes out acting like, you know, this monstrosity, this force of nature is coming after her, and the terror in her face, which was completely overacted and overemphasized. But you're terrified of somebody who's 5'3", who hasn't wrestled in how many years, and is how old? And we're supposed to believe this, that this is what you are terrified of. So that I'll give to the writing team and the booking team, that you never should have booked her that way because it's not even close to realistic. She should have been a mega bitch saying, what the hell is your dainty little ass doing back here, or whatever, you know. Time has passed you by. You've got no, she should have just gone that route and just been mean as fuck. But acting like she's cowering from the awesome power of 5'4". This whole feud has been sabotaged from the get-go. And that's sad, because AJ finally coming back was something I was looking forward to.
Introducing the challenger from Dublin, Ireland, the man, Becky Lynch.
She was acting like she's still fighting her Mania match.
And her opponent,
Well, put yourself in her position.
the WWE
She wasn't at Mania last year, right? I don't think.
Champion.
So here's your first Mania back, and because of an injury to your tag team partner, you're getting fucked out of your match. So, I mean, I can understand not being happy about that. And that if I'm going down, I'm going down fighting. If I was her, I might approach it in a different way, but then again, it comes down to the booking team again as well. So I'd be booking it in a different way. Wasting no time at all, as we expected. Lynch getting the upper hand early on. Let's see how long that holds up. Oh, I forgot to take the HUDs away. Gosh, damn it. Irish whip to the ropes, back out front she comes. Hip toss takes her over with authority. Well, the red carpet video is up there. I might go watch that after. Something tells me the red carpet video is probably more entertaining than the Hall of Fame. The good news is if you skip the first hour of the Hall of Fame, you see in the good stuff, and it's pretty quick. I just can't get over AJ Styles getting less than 10 minutes. It just infuriates me. And, of course, they gave him a role with the company now, so he's going to be the corporate guy, and he's not going to complain about it at all. But you got to be thinking, man, that's a little bit of a diss. Did he mention TNA in his, I figure he would have said something about them. I haven't listened to his take yet because I've been waiting to see the whole show. Lynch looking to reclaim the Intercontinental Championship that she lost to AJ Lee a couple of months ago. Bringing the fight to the champion at the moment. Has the cover, gets a count of 1. Referee Jessica Carr only appearing when necessary, unlike other referees in other promotions that you would think were actually wrestling the match right now. Back elbow by the champion. Drives the head of Becky Lynch into the mat. Irish whip reversal. And now Becky Lynch charging into the corner, connecting with a forearm right to the face of the champion. AJ Lee gets caught. Becky thinks she's got her, goes for the cover. And just like that, we've got a new Intercontinental Champion. Lynch came in here bound and determined to walk out of here with the gold, and she did it. As we take a look at some of the highlights from this one. Hunter Eagles in the house. Hunter, stick around, buddy. We're going to talk about that.
Welcome to the Nation Network, your home for all things pro wrestling. From classic video games to the latest releases, we dive deep into wrestling past and present. Step into the ring with Legends Mania, where dream matches come alive as legends clash with today's top stars. Join the conversation on WrestleChat, our podcast breaking down the biggest stories and hottest events in wrestling today.
Leave an island unto my own.
And don't miss the voice of Ultra Pro Wrestling, Vince McMahon, right here on the Nation Network. This is the place where wrestling lives, breathes, and never sleeps. Hit subscribe and let's run wild together.
Saying about that? Never mind with the truck. Oh, okay. I don't have any idea if my... All right, Ultimate Warrior. You've heard from Andre the Giant and Bobby the Brain Heenan. They feel they have the advantage.
Speed truck? Vince, you ready? Yes, sir. Okay, here we go. Quiet, please. In 5, 4, 3, 2.
All right, Ultimate Warrior. You've heard from Andre the Giant and Bobby.
His mic just broke.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Champ?
Who?
Champ? Is Champ there?
Who is Champ?
That question will be answered this Sunday night. Defends the belt.
Listen,
WWE Super Slam.
Hey, sir.
Taking on
Please
Sheamus.
quit calling my house.
The Undertaker.
Quit calling me.
CM Punk and even Triple H and the Big Show in a spit-swapping makeout match.
Holy
WWE
hell.
Super
Listen,
Slam.
hello? Hello? Can you stop screaming in your little sirens and whatever that is? Can you knock it off for 5 seconds? Not interested. Stop calling my fucking house.
This is what the world has been waiting for. This is your big chance. From the Volunteer State of Tennessee, weighing in at 432 pounds, Bam, the Rock and Roll Express. Ricky Morton rocks the charge with his new hit single, Boogie Woogie Dancehall.
Stand up the king of rock and roll street. Got a rock and roll band, got the boogie woogie beat. At the boogie woogie dance hall.
And Robert and Ricky have been rocking the wrestling world. Now you can join their official fan club. As a member, you'll get a life-size poster of Ricky and Robert, 4 newsletters during the year, your official membership card, and you'll get a copy of Ricky Morton's new hit single. Send $19.95 to Rock and Roll Express Fan Club, P.O. Box 11390, Charlotte, North Carolina, 28220. Certified checks and money orders accepted only. Remember, Ricky Morton's new hit single is available only to fan club members. It's not available in stores.
All right, we got rid of the HUDs anyway.
Ladies and gentlemen.
What the fuck?
The matter is highly.
Are you serious?
Witness is dignified. The formation executed by unprecedented.
How many years ago did this end that it's even in this year's game?
Who will stop at nothing to uphold the integrity and honor
Wow.
of this great sport.
Holy shit. I gotta tell you guys, I am amazed that that is still a thing. Absolutely shocked. Holy cow, 2K. I don't know how you can be one of the game developers and be proud of this work. I mean, I would be humiliated. This is like over 2 years old. What the fuck? They even put El Grande Americano in there, which we all know. I mean, come on. Maybe 3 years from now, they'll give Gunther his actual solo entrance. Wow. I love that scene, and that's a short version of it. I mean, if anyone hadn't heard that prank call before, the radio station did that to the guy's girlfriend, who gave him a bunch of shit about ordering a pay-per-view. They called her back, I would say about 5 times, maybe. That was like the last one, or one of the last ones. And now Becky coming back for more. Now that she's got her Intercontinental title, wants to get a little more spotlight time in there. When I booked these matches, there were no managers. So this is kind of weird to me that these people are coming out with them. I know they're set probably as their managers in the overall season thing. But if you don't book a manager in the past, they don't come out. A lot of people are expecting this to steal the show. It could. It could. And it's a coin flip as to who wins it. But I'm going to say, listen, they've been building Gunther. You know, retiring AJ, retiring John Cena. He's got to beat Seth Rollins. Because the whole build is for him to eventually go out and retire Brock Lesnar is the plan. So, yeah, I mean, I can't imagine Gunther not going over in this one. There may be some sort of shenanigans. Maybe down referee doesn't see something and Gunther pulls out a dirty tactic. I cannot believe we've got these two at ringside for the match, though. Stara. Oh, yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah. I'm glad they put that into the game. I didn't know that until I did this morning show. The fake handshake and the kick to the dick. That was nice to see that they put that in. The Ring General early on smashing Seth Rollins in front of his wife, making her watch the beating. I really like that Ultimate Warrior stick with Okerlund as well. He goes around and breaks the microphone. Gene's just looking at it like, he broke my stick. Like, what am I supposed to do? He broke it. Meantime, Warrior staying in character the whole damn time.
Fix your stick and let's go on with it.
By the way, what happened to the Warrior Award? Is that just gone now, too? First, they take the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, and they move that to the day before WrestleMania a few years ago, which I thought that was an insult. Ain't like you ain't got the time. Gunther giving Becky a lashing, a verbal lashing. In all honesty, this could be a legitimate addition to the matches if she was there at ringside, because she would play that role of, you know, you're watching your husband get destroyed, and Gunther would have that opportunity to kind of come out and spend time just berating her. But I'm still putting my money on Gunther. Rollins beating the count back in, and Gunther beating the count back in as well. Super kick, and that one took the Ring General down for just a moment. And somehow a sledgehammer just slipped into the ring. This is not a no DQ match. Rollins goes for the cover, and Gunther says, nah. Wow, the referee threw the sledgehammer out for a minute. I thought he might use it. The way this game plays, you never know. Take nothing for granted. The buckle bomb. If ever a move should have been outlawed legitimately, that would be the one. He caught him with a stomp, and look at this. Well, I did call for shenanigans. Oh, boy. We got potential for some shenanigans. And now Gunther's got him in the Boston Crab, trying to draw submission. Rollins nowhere near the ropes. Rollins somehow turns it into a pinning combination. Referee was out of position. There's one, there's two. Shut the front door. Ah, the AI. The AI. I love this part. Not so much this part. All right, well, I'm going with Gunther. 2K's going with Rollins. One of us is right. Could be a double count out, I suppose, or a double DQ. All right, stick around. We'll be back with our next match in just a moment.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Champ?
Who?
Champ? Is Champ there?
Who is Champ?
That question will be answered this Sunday night! Defends the belt!
Listen,
WWE Super Smash!
Hey, sir!
Taking on
Please
Sheamus!
quit calling my house!
The Undertaker!
Quit calling me!
CM Punk! And even Triple H and the Big Show in a spit-swapping makeout match! WWE Super
Listen,
Smash!
hello? Hello? Can you stop screaming in your little sirens and whatever that is? Can you knock it off for 5 seconds? Not interested. Stop calling my fucking house.
It never gets old. What do we have here? Oh, Nikki Bella. Damn. Keep thinking she might forget. Well, she was supposed to be in action. Her sister Bree with an ankle injury was not cleared to compete tonight. I'm not sure what she's doing here. What has Nikki got going on here? Said somebody get their ass out here because I'm not getting kicked off the card. Huh. Wait just a moment. Well, things have just picked up around here. Paige makes her return to the WWE. And she will go one-on-one with Nikki Bella here at the Showcase of the Immortals. That's how you do it. And we're off and running. Now, how hard would that have been? You give the fans a little extra, and you don't advertise to the whole fucking world, oh, we just re-signed Paige. You do it in a friggin' back room somewhere where only 2 or 3 people know, and you keep it a secret for your biggest show. This would have been a pop. And you pissed it away, gave it away for nothing. For a throwaway match. Absolutely ridiculous how they handled this whole situation. It's embarrassing. Yeah, again, we know that Brie is legit injured. It is Brie that's injured, right? Yeah. But announcing Paige signing and making her WrestleMania return, fuck, thanks for the surprise. I can't believe they did that. I mean, good Lord. Not for anything. Okay, let's assume they did that because they were trying to get some extra ticket sales. Not that I think Paige is going to all of a sudden make people drop $3,000. But let's assume that was the logic in it. Night 2, I guess, sold a little better. Still empty seats. If you don't announce it, and if you do this instead, and it's a shocking surprise, now, what are they going to do on night 2? I better get a ticket. But you're showing that there are no surprises. But rebooking the Kabuki Warriors and putting them into the tag team match, that gets Io on the card. Everyone is pissed that she's not on the card. So now you've got Io on the card. Asuka's back there with at least a segment, even though she's not going to be in the match, but she's in the segment that leads up to it, sets up Backlash. And here you've got 2 legends going head-to-head at WrestleMania, and it's a bonus match that we didn't even tell you was going to happen. But nah, we're the WWE. We don't do it that way. Used to, back when you didn't suck. If these 2 went head-to-head today, I would have to say Paige probably get the win. I don't know now. I mean, you figure if she's making her return, they're not going to have her losing right out the gate. But, you know, Nikki ain't exactly been around a long time yet either. I don't know. It's a tough one. I would say Paige gets the win, though. And it's real easy for Nikki to go bad girl. Man, I swear to God, I thought it was Brie that I saw with the boot on. Oh, well. Same logic either way. They look just the same. What are you supposed to do? She rolled the ankle wrestling a match, or was it jump up and down on a young football player? Shows you how much I pay attention to the product anymore. But just switch Nikki for Brie in this scenario, and you still get the same idea. How long has it been since Paige has competed in the WWE ring? Over a decade, I would say, right? Bella stamping her WrestleMania moment with a win. I'd be curious to know how severe the damage is to the ankle. I mean, it was that close to her maybe being cleared to wrestle, and like, as a basketball coach, you could tape that shit up really strong, and it's a tag match, so, you know, maybe she's not doing a lot of stuff, kind of like Davey Boy or Dynamite Kid it a little bit, where it just kind of spend some time on the floor. At least to have her in the match and not have taken that away, but it is what it is. All right, we ain't gonna do that again. Hold on a minute. There was something else here. I thought, oh yeah, there we go. For your entertainment.
Tired of those boring old action figures?
Your action figures are stupid.
Do other kids have better action figures that always beat up yours?
Die!
Well, it's time for action figures that mean business. Kiss action figures, each with authentic costumes, instruments, and lifelike hair. Pull the string, and they move around.
My action figure.
Pull the string again, and they rock. Pull the string again, and, well, let's just say they mean business.
Ooh.
You can rock and roll all day and then sleep tight with Kiss.
Good night, Kiss.
Sweetie, can I borrow Paul Stanley till the morning?
Oh, Mom, why do you always do this?
You'll understand when you're a little bit older. Now give him to me. Oopsie daisy, I got a little string pulling of my own to do, honey. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. Sleep tight, sweetie. Oh, Daddy's on vacation.
Kiss action figures. Collect the whole band. Blood not included.
And we're back. Women's Tag Team title match. It is going to be chaos. By the way, 2K didn't have them set as a tag team either, which, I mean, they've been a tag team for a few minutes. Very surprised they didn't even have them set up as a tag team in the base game. Stretching that belt to get around the waist of Nia.
San Jose, California,
You're live here on the Nation Network, both on YouTube and on Twitch. If you want to check out the Twitch stream, you can go down to the link, which is down below in the description box. We're going to be doing house shows on Twitch, is what I've decided. So there'll be like one a week on Twitch. And that'll be either on Tuesday or Wednesdays. I'll give a heads up. These two also were not set as a tag team, apparently. The clown is around. Let the party begin.
making their way to the ring, Io Sky and Kairi Sane, the Kabuki Warriors.
Detroit Rock City was cool. That was my first Kiss album, and then the movie was cool too. That was the album that made me a Kiss Army member. Are none of these set as tag teams with entrances as such? Wow. I mean, how many years do you have to be a tag team for 2K to put you in with a tag team entrance? Again, they should be embarrassed. They really should. Get to a high school reunion. Hey, what are you doing for a living? I work at McDonald's. It's better that than telling the truth. I work for 2K. I develop video games. Oh, 2K, you ever going to release one that doesn't suck? Answer is no. Just realized I forgot to put some lights on in here. Lurking, he says. Thank you, Sean. Yeah, at some point in time, I'd like to be able to upload pre-recorded stuff there as well, but you have to get to like affiliate level, and there's got to post X amount of videos a week to do that, and you got to get your channel built up and all that kind of stuff. So it's a new project for me. This is my first look at Charlotte in this game, and damn, she looks good. The hair is spectacular. That is an excellent model. Little wink there. No ass. That's accurate. By the way, last night on SmackDown, Jordynne Grace losing to Tiffany Stratton for the Contenders match. Good thing that Jordan shaves. That's all I can say. That cameraman, there wasn't nothing left of the imagination on that pin. And he moved that camera pretty quick. I think somebody in the back said, dude. But she was running a wedgie at that point in time as well. So there was just awkwardness on that camera angle. I'm surprised that they didn't, in the replays here, maybe do something with it. Io and Kairi Sane joining forces after the backstage brouhaha that took place earlier in the night. Filling in for the unavailable Bella sisters. By the way, fun fact, from what I've been hearing, if you do fill up the 2,000 image slots, you will likely be locked out of your game, and it's not fixable. So, kind of babysit that is the best advice I've got. On this account, I have no problem with that because I can't download shit anyway. Too much chaos to call. Prediction time. I see Alexa and Charlotte getting the win tonight. That's my prediction. Well, if it's something by status, there may be a mod involved in what he did, and that wouldn't surprise me. Seen a lot of creators actually spending money on shit on the island, like hair, and one guy bought all the masks and then realized that you can't change the colors afterwards. It's like, yeah, that'd be one of those things to know right away. They pretty much, anything you buy there, for the most part, the hair might be an exception, but when it comes to like masks, boots, clothing, things like that, I've yet seen anything where you can change the colors on it. There may be some, but I know a lot of them you can't, and it doesn't tell you up front. I'd bought a mask myself from there thinking, okay, I'm going to use this mask, and then I couldn't change the colors on it, so now it's worthless. So there should be a warning on that. Io, man, she's getting down and dirty here tonight. She wants that belt. Off the top rope. Bayley going to try and steal one right here, and not going to happen. Last Legend now going head-to-head with the Queen. And former friends lock it up here. Tons of fun. Nia Jax has got Charlotte with a backbreaker. Try not to paralyze her. Another close call there by Bayley. Into the ring steps we go. And Lash takes that chair to the head. Yeah, Ken, I was talking about the island. Majority of things you buy there, you cannot change and alter. I'm pretty sure the hair is an exception to the rule. I've never bought, well, I did buy a hairstyle actually, one. I had to download the Created Wrestler. But I haven't tried changing the color on it. But I'm pretty sure the hairstyles you can. But the masks, nope. And most of the clothing items that I am aware of, you cannot change, the way they appear. But again, because it's not a consistent thing across every item, there should be a warning of some sort, like a red line around it, so that you know this cannot be changed. Of course, that would cut back on sales, wouldn't it? I think it actually hurts them more in sales this way, because once you buy, like this guy that bought the masks, he's never going to buy anything else. And now because he got the word out and I'm getting the word out, a lot of people are sitting there thinking I was going to buy this, I'm going to buy that. Well, now I'm not going to, because I got to find out first if it can be changed. Oh, we got the figure eight locked in there, and oh man, my prediction almost came true. Now, if this was the way the match was going to roll, if it would have been Io and Kairi in there, then I'd be picking Io and Kairi to win. Save me. Boy, Nia got that fat ass across the ring like there was a Twinkie waiting for her. Shoulders are down. Nobody's paying any attention. And the Kabuki Warriors pull it out. That's how I would have booked it. That's exactly how I would have booked it. I told you, this is going to be better than what we see tonight. The Queen with the figure eight, and she would have had it if not for the save being made. And look at this. Rolls her through, shoulders are down, there's a count of two, and Nia couldn't get to the Twinkie fast enough. This match is sponsored by Hostess. Oh, actually it says Snickers in the bottom. We'll go with Snickers.
Here are your winners, Io Sky and Kairi Sane.
And this sets up Backlash. You got Asuka going up against Io. Did we not put the belts on the line? I'm pretty sure I did. Well, they're the new champions. They are the reigning Women's Tag Team Champions.
Tired of those boring old action figures?
Hold on, we can't show that one again.
Action figures are stupid.
All right. Again, this is how I would have been booking this shit.
Is a Stages of Hell match. Making his way to the ring from Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 285 pounds. The Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre.
3 stages of hell. This is how you blow off a feud. You know how bad 42 is going to be this year? Even Murph couldn't save it. I watched his, and it's look, you did as good as you can do with what they're giving you. He sticks to the actual lineup. I veer a little bit here and there because the actual lineup sucks. You got to do something with it. Well, Ken, that's what the channel's always been about. Even when I first started it 20 plus years ago, I was just like, it was flat. The product was flat. And at this point in time, I don't even know if there's a pulse left on the corpse. And I've been saying it. I'll keep saying it. When Danhausen comes out in this game, it's going to crash shit. Things are just not going to work well, and they'll blame it on Danhausen. That'd be the fun part of it. But you got to figure the stuff that he's already done will be in the game. You know, having an opponent go on the top rope and then pulling out the curse, and have the pyro go off and cause the guy to fall and things like that. And something tells me that the pyro will just keep on going for the rest of the show. It'll never stop. Is it just me, or is Jacob Fatu not really the guy that we thought he was going to be? Looking at that promo last night on top of the police car, I was just like, man, there ain't nothing in this promo. I wasn't feeling any of it. And you might be great as an in-ring performer, but if you can't cut a promo, it ain't going far. He's got the look, got the moves. But my God, I thought that promo was the shits. 3 stages of hell. One thing we know for sure, there are no holds barred in any of this. Stage 1, the tables. Which man will put his opponent through a table to get the first fall? Ken, you're 100% right. I mean, if you watch last Saturday's AAA wrestling show, now granted, that's in Mexico where those fans are white hot. When it comes, but here's the thing, they're white hot for the Americanos feud. They would, I dare say, if you would have booked that mask versus mask match for Mania, I got a funny feeling you'd have brought some Mexicans here. I'm glad they didn't in a way, though, because honestly, they don't. Mania doesn't deserve it. AAA, let it be a AAA Mania or Triple Mania. I have yet to see the AI stack tables on its own, but I haven't done a lot of table matches yet, so. And Drew McIntyre taking the first fall out of the 3 stages of hell.
Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre.
No holds barred. Do I have to do something, or is it doing it itself? Of course. Fucking gosh damn these people. I got a funny feeling we may not be able to finish that match. Mother puss buckets. 2K, honest to God, man, it's not even worth talking about it anymore. Y'all just suck at this.
They're passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My jeans are blue.
Sydney Sweeney has great genes.
Spice. Beef. Spice. Need a little excitement? Step into a Slim Jim! Need a little excitement? Step into a Slim Jim! Oh yeah!
All right, we're going to try again and see what we can get done here. Is there a way to simulate one match only? One portion of the match, rather? Didn't look like it. Let me just see real quick. I don't know if that's going to simulate the whole thing, though. Probably. We're going to give it a shot and see if it crashes again. And if it does, it's 2K. There's nothing I can do about it. By the way, coming soon to the Persona card market, you're going to see Liv Morgan with an Easter egg on her forehead. And Rocky Raccoon black eyes. Might make that as an elite figure or something like that to go with the Cody Rhodes. Battling out on the floor here to see who's going to go through the table. From the middle rope. And the Samoan Werewolf catches him with the crossbody. And it looks like we're going to get a repeat, proving it was not a fluke. Now let's see if the damn game actually does what it's supposed to do.
Here is your winner, the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, Ken, that's another one there. Moose would have been a big opportunity for them. Still is. But for whatever reason. Okay, it's going to work this time. Congratulations. McIntyre trying to put it away quickly. Samoan Werewolf better figure a way of getting back into this matchup before it's all said and done. Steel chair. They play a little round of ring around the Rosie, and now both of them have a weapon, and we got a table again. One wasn't enough. And now the Samoan Werewolf with a super kick right to the chin. McIntyre is out. Oh, on top of the chair on the floor. Fatu now starting to throw him around, and here goes the broadcast table. Everybody hide. You know, Ken, it's kind of funny when you think about it because Triple H has done I don't know how many different interviews where he has said he hates the term that AEW uses for the forbidden door. There is no forbidden door. It's ridiculous. It's stupid. And here you are with access to 2 other promotions, not using any of them. So if it isn't forbidden, then why the hell are you not taking advantage? I mean, I understand not overdoing it with TNA because it's not your company, and that deal is only a 1-year deal, so that'll expire. And how much do you want to prop up your competition? Not that they're any real competition, of course, but still in all, could have had a fun little invasion, a mini invasion angle. That might be all she wrote. Fatu got the shoulder up somehow. McIntyre now going out for the steel chair. Oh, that one did the damage. Look at this. Fatu right back up and right back down. McIntyre, high risk, no reward. Fatu going back in there. Had himself at a disadvantage. Oh, referee gets caught up in the crossfire. Fatu must get this next pinfall in order to survive. Spiking. McIntyre head first. Slow count by the referee. There's 2. Ooh, and Drew McIntyre. And now there's an exchange back and forth. This thing is breaking down, ladies and gentlemen. They are unloading. This is what we expected from these 2 men here at WrestleMania. Throwing caution to the wind, letting it all hang out. Fatu. Thought about it long enough. He's got a baseball bat. It's totally legal. He is beating McIntyre. Oh, clubs him in the head with that one. McIntyre back up again. Small package of all things. Will that be enough? There's 1, there's 2. He got him. Because that's what you would do after getting hit with a baseball bat twice.
Here is your winner, the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre.
One of those Mr. Miyagi moments where he's just, hey, Danielson. We'll be back in just a moment. Yeah, Jacob may have had a little extra in the catering. Who knows?
Passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My jeans are blue.
Sydney Sweeney has great genes.
The following is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE
By the way, on that last match, I'm picking Fatu to win it. I wouldn't book it that way, but that's what I'm figuring this is going to happen, though. Is this the Judgment Day's legit entrance? And I know that's not the attire I picked for Liv, so well done, 2K, as always. You book matches a certain kind of way, but it's only there for suggestive purposes. They're going to do what they want to do at the end of the day. I also didn't have managers assigned, so this is getting old with all the managers coming out. Damn, Liv cozying up. No wonder Dom's pissed. I mean, I would have split the group up if I'd have known they were going to do this shit to me. But again, that's not even the attire she's supposed to be wearing, so. I hate 2K. I really fucking hate this company. Hate them, hate them, hate them. Liv Morgan gets the win tonight is my prediction, and I really hope she gets a legit receipt in there as well. Leave your mark on this one if you know what I'm saying. Jay, I didn't even touch that team once. I never went in there. I never made any adjustments to the team or anything. That's what 2K says their entrance is. This is why I've decided to stick with 2K26. I'm going to give them all the advertisement they deserve. This is what you get for a $150 game. Absolute shit. Well, they got a lot of people's money, but you ain't going to get it again. There are so many people like myself who have always bought the wrestling game that have just been fucked over so hard. And we're not even talking about this. Like, this is correctable shit. We can go in and change the entrances. But I can't go to Community Creations, ever. That's not getting fixed. And then we found out the other day if I try to put a second controller on my system. So if two of us want to play here, no, it'll crash the game. The minute you go to hit player 2 and activate them, it crashes the game every time. That's a different level of anything they've ever done before. And they've been absolutely no help in it. They've kept on trying to kick the can down the road. They kept on trying to blame it on Sony, which it's not Sony's fault, and I've proven it's not Sony's fault. Then they had to admit, okay, it is on their end. We're working on it. 6 weeks ago. And I've talked to people who've had similar problems with their games in the past years, and it never got fixed. Surprise. It's not going to get fixed. Best I can hope for is that The 2K is supposed to be in a renewal year, and there's been no talk about their contract that I've heard of. I mean, one thing we know for sure, TKO only cares about money. Well, this game is not going to make money. You've lost your old gen. No one is paying this $2 tier skip bullshit. No one is buying your card packs this year because you get nothing for it. And then if you do pull enough cards to do something, you made the challenges so ridiculous that even the veterans aren't having fun with it. They have really just done more. They're feeling the hit a little bit this year because they're not selling what they were selling before. They're going to feel a much bigger hit 12 months from now because their pre-order sales are going to go down so much. Beats the 10 count just barely. You know what I think happened is when I had to back out of the show because of that fucking glitch during the 3 stages match, it probably reset everything so far as her attire and having the rest of Judgment Day escort her to the ring and all that shit. But who the hell's fault is that? Well, Clown, there's a big difference between then and now. There was no battle pass. Now, you might have got a broken-ass game, but you got what you paid for in the sense that the DLC came out, you got the DLC. And I don't remember what it was, but they did give us a little, like, something extra in 20 just to try to make up for it. It was too little too late, and there's nothing that could have made up for it. I think there was some late-minute entry into the lineup or something like that. I don't remember. But this year's totally different in the fact that, yeah, they made the change after the complete debacle of this rollout of this game. And now your DLCs are all going to be in the first tier. But even in saying that, we paid for it. It shouldn't be in any tier. It should be, we get it. We don't have to unlock it. But then everything that they do put in this battle pass is shit that's always been free in the past. And now it's not free. You have to unlock everything that was free. Or if you don't have the time to put into the game to unlock stuff in the battle pass, you can pay for that privilege. No, this is a different level of vitriol that the fans are coming out with. It's not the same. You're still going to get your hardcore streamers that are going to buy it no matter what. But that's not the average person. And I do believe there's going to be a massive loss of revenue next year this time. Especially on the pre-order. That pre-order is not going to go well. I have not seen any numbers that reflect that they're doing better this year. It's not even possible. Because they've lost a big chunk of their fan base because they're on the last-gen systems. So I'm not sure where you're getting those numbers from. I don't see how it's physically possible. Now, they may be inflating numbers, or maybe they're going based off a proportion. Maybe they're comparing like PS5 sales last year to PS5 sales this year, which I can see them doing something like that to be sneaky. But their overall sales, there's just no way. They've lost many thousands of people. What the hell's going on here? I have nothing to do with this. These two got some beef or something? Okay. Give us a 3 count. Damn you, ref. That would have been a nice finish. Well, that was a little surprise. I didn't have any plans of that happening. Again, man, 2K just doing their own thing, man. You book the match, but don't worry about it. We'll do what we want. There's a new generation every year, is true, but they're more technically savvy. And a lot of them look into, and I think the price point is a big kicker too. I think a lot of us rolled the dice on the 150, and now you're looking at it going, no way. It wasn't even worth half of that. The only way I can see them digging themselves out of the hole, and we all know it's not going to happen, is they'd have to get rid of the battle pass. But they're not going to. Oblivion, not enough to keep her down. Oh, man, I thought she was going to pin her off of that. Going for the 3 amigos. Is it just me, or is she running Dom's moveset here? I don't recall Liv doing that many Eddie tributes. Nobody home. What the hell? You had it right there. You had it. All you had to do was finish her. Well, that's it. "2K's got Stephanie. I've got Liv. We'll see who got it right." Yeah, but dude, no one's paying those skips. No one's buying that shit. A lot of people just got their money back. The guys that knew they didn't have time to play to unlock everything got their money back. That's why I know they can't have more money coming in this year, because they have record refunds. When Sony's giving refunds, they never refund games. From what I've heard, Steve, it's not so unusual if you've played a game for less than a certain number of hours. Sony does not give refunds, and they were offering them.
Passed down from parents.
Cracker Barrel, we value diversity, equity, and inclusion. That's why we are going one step further to ruin our brand. We are investing millions of dollars into replacing all of brown pegs in the peg game to bright, colorful pegs. Also, we're changing the rules. The white pegs are not allowed to move or jump anymore, leaving the colored pegs to do whatever they want. We call it Down with the Cracker. It's about being fair in an unfair world. Are you down with the cracker?
The following is scheduled for one fall, and is for the undisputed WWE Championship.
It is our night one main event, And you'll be happy to know we are in a Patrick-free environment. McAfee was arrested for trespassing as soon as he arrived on property. He is currently in a holding cell in Las Vegas and will have nothing to do with this match. Once again, fans, if you have not already, the most recent edition of the One Nation magazine is available right here on the channel or on X. Go to the community tab here and you can download the most recent, but make sure you've watched Saturday morning's show because there are spoilers in there if you haven't. We'll be back tomorrow, 12 noon, to do it all over again. Day 2 predictions. One of the predictions will be how much 2K is going to fuck up the game. Yeah, I was wondering because that'd be a late night. You figure this won't get over until 11-ish and then that going 11 to midnight, even though they're pre-recorded programs. But yeah, I would say they probably took the weekend off. Clown, let me tell you something, buddy. If one time they finally did this to an organization, because this ain't the first company that sold broken shit that they knew was broken to the public that then had to go and refund everybody. It's not the first predatory situation. But if you actually had people going to prison, even if it was only for 8 months, you'd see this shit stop real fast. But there's never any repercussions. And the same way you mentioned there's always another generation and all that. We have all the power. We have all the power. Now, after this experience, it's a lot easier just to say no. I've never had a worse experience with any video game ever that I've purchased, ever. And I'm thinking back on some of the ones that launched at, let's just say, less than stellar condition. Obviously, 2K20 in the wrestling world. Cyberpunk was a hot mess when it launched, to the point where I kept the game and didn't even start playing it because I saw how bad the reviews were. And then about a year later, it was being re-reviewed as a great game because of all the fixes, and that's when I played it, and I loved it. Now, it would have saved me a lot of money by just getting my money back and then rebuying it later, but that's all right. Fallout 4. I didn't get into Fallout 4. I had the game for a long time before I played it. But when it launched, broken as fuck. Now it's a great game. The difference is, this is an annual release. They're never going to get it to that level. They're never going to fix it to that level. And all the things they're fixing now is because we have paid the money to be the testers. And I think that's the biggest thing. When we talk about a lawsuit, that should be the #1 target. Is to prevent these lawsuits in the future, every company must have a legitimate, documented testing center. A department in charge of putting in a minimum of this many hours. This many different people running 3 different consoles and doing it and putting it through its paces. If that means you got to bring in top gamers to do it, you bring them in, pay them. Or you give them access to do it from their own houses and let them run it. But this making people pay for it and then you'll figure it out later, no, that's got to stop. Even if you had a class action lawsuit, at the end of the day, the odds are that they're not going to lose enough money to feel it. But you put someone behind bars, now you're talking. But it's never going to happen. Same way nobody in politics ever goes to jail for the crimes they're committing. Insider trading, it's so blatant how many people have taken advantage of it in Congress. Not one of them's ever saw a courtroom. They're never going to. They've never seen prison. They're never going to. That's just not the way it works.
Introducing the challenger from St. Louis.
So unless we tighten the wallet and say, fuck you, not getting my money, that's the only thing that makes a difference. And to your point, I don't know if there's a new generation of people that are just stupid to it. I don't believe that's the case. I think people just they buckle in. And again, the biggest reason, there's no competition.
And his opponent.
Until somebody comes along with a wrestling game, there's no competition. They can put out whatever they want, and they know it.
Undisputed WWE champion, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, those virgins are hard to find nowadays, man. Especially if you're looking in brothels. There's a lot less of them there, is what I understand. Let me know if that works out for you, though. All right, here is our main event. Now, my prediction for tonight is Cody retains the title, and Pat McAfee inadvertently costs Randy Orton the title. And then Randy gives us the WrestleMania moment we really want and RKO's Pat McAfee after the match, setting up another opportunity to do more of the same at Backlash. Again, that's how I'd be booking it. They like to talk about pivots. Well, okay, you tried this McAfee thing, and that has failed miserably. If you're going to pivot on it and not just throw it away like you did with The Rock, then that would be a good pivot, because then you just go to Backlash, you RKO him through a couple of tables, and that's the last we ever see of him. Orton with that clothesline into the turnbuckle, and Cody is down. The Viper. The youngest to ever hold the World Championship, looking to get it back in his hands one more time. Referee slides into position. Cody kicks out before the count of one. And now Orton has him up. Cody fighting his way out. Series of elbows. And now the rights and the lefts come raining in. Drops down, and he caught him with an uppercut. Champion is in control right now, and looks like Cody's starting to hear voices. Walks Orton into the corner where he unloads with another big right hand, and now Cody sizing him up. Stomping Orton down into the corner. Butterflies the arms. Oh, pedigree! That might be all she wrote right there. The champion to hold on to the title, count of two, and Orton gets the shoulder up. Back elbow finds the mark. Clothesline, and now Randy Orton firing back up. The Viper with a power slam, and we know what comes next. Never mind, he's going to go for it right here. He thinks he's done enough. Cody just barely getting the shoulder up. Oh, Randy Orton has him draped across the middle rope, and he's going to drop him with the DDT right here. The champion is in trouble. The Viper senses victory is near. Orton sends him to the ropes, back out front. Oh, he went for the slam, and Cody was ready. This time turns it around, crossroads. Orton been busted open, and Cody goes for the win. Will he retain the championship? He does. Orton went to the well one time too many. Take a look back at some of the replay. Orton was really going at this point in the match. Looked like he might put him away. There's that power slam. It worked out well enough for him to get a 2 count here. He goes for it one more time, only this time Cody was ready. Orton dropping Cody Rhodes head first with that DDT. And here was the definitive moment where the referee's hand comes down for 3.
Here is your winner, and still the undisputed WWE Champion, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
Well, 2K and I agree on one thing anyway. My prediction is indeed that Cody will retain the title tonight. How? That I'm not so sure about, but I do like the idea of McAfee costing Orton the title, and Orton right after the match just laying him out with an RKO, and he could yell at him and stupid, stupid, stupid. Take a page from the Heartbreak Kid and let them go to Backlash and let him just take this dude out once and for all. Of course, that would have to be with Cody's blessing, because McAfee did say we'd never see him again if Randy didn't walk away with the title, but I think Cody would be okay with pardoning him on that. Folks, enjoy WrestleMania Day. I'll be back at 6:05 for our 6:05 show. It's going to be a banger. I can say this right now. Things will be seen that have never been attempted here before, or any other program of its kind that I have ever seen before. It's a work in progress. There's still some things to be done with it, but I assure you, don't miss tonight. And don't even blink, because some of it's not like real long. It's just something subtle that happens, but you don't want to miss it. It's going to be good. And more of the same coming in the near future. So the 6:05 show, and I think we'll just do a recap tomorrow before we do the day 2 on day 1. So have a great rest of your day, everybody. We'll see you real soon. So long from the Nation Network.